After hearing the announcement that Tropical Freeze was going to be re-released to the Switch, I knew I had to review this masterpiece. The Wii U is going to be a forgotten system, and that's basically because no one owns it, but it actually has some great games, it just didn't have any third-party support. We'll call Retro Studios, the developers of this game, second-party support, as it takes many pages out of Rare's book. Tropical Freeze is a challenging platformer that encourages exploration and risk-taking. There are tons of levels that require your undivided attention as you're bouncing from enemy to enemy, and the smallest amount of miscalculation will result in Donkey Kong's death. The jumping mechanics in Donkey Kong are very interesting. In Super Mario, you can jump on an enemy, and if you hold down the jump button, you'll bounce higher. In Donkey Kong, you need to perfectly time the jump button by pressing it again as soon as you hit your enemy. Not too early, not too late. For example, in order to get one of the Kong letters, I needed to take a risk by bouncing from enemy to enemy, timing my jumps perfectly. If I didn't happen to time the jump button perfectly, it would have meant death for my favorite gorilla. Beyond all the platforming greatness, Tropical Freeze is also a collectathon. Your curiosity in exploring secrets will lead to puzzle pieces. Puzzle pieces are hidden throughout all of the levels, so you need to search every nook and cranny if you want to get every single piece. The Kong letters differ in that they are visible throughout every level, but they're only obtainable through bravery. You need to go through challenging but optional platforming segments in order to obtain all of the Kong letters. The game rewards you with extra levels as well as artwork for completing these. Unlike all the other new games where you have to use in-game currency to unlock stuff, in Donkey Kong, you gotta do it the old-fashioned way, by playing the damn game. What is Donkey Kong without his trusty buddies? Diddy Kong, his trusty sidekick, is utilizing his jetpack in order to add an extra second to Donkey Kong's jumps. Dixie Kong uses her ponytail to add extra height to DK's jumps. Even Cranky Kong is a sidekick. He does his best Scrooge McDuck impression by using his cane as like a pogo stick to jump higher, as well as jump on various hazards. You might remember this mechanic from the old DuckTales games. If you suck at platformers, the good news is you can just go to Funky Kong's shop in order to get help, like heart boosts or balloons that can save you from death. If you haven't noticed already, I'm the biggest Mario fan in the world, but Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze beats the crap out of New Super Mario Bros. The gameplay is far more challenging, but that's not the only reason why it's better. Donkey Kong will throw in multiple mechanics into one level, whereas New Super Mario Bros. Will stick with one mechanic and run wild with it. New Super Mario Bros. Is a baby game, whereas Tropical Freeze is for big boys. Every level starts out with a concept and a tutorial of that concept, but then it expands that idea throughout the level in very clever ways. The variety in this game is tremendous, and it kept me hooked throughout my entire playthrough. Plus, the replayability lied within all the collectibles. If you haven't played this game yet, then this is definitely worth picking up, whether on the Switch or the Wii U.